What's going on, everybody? It's I am Quartet.
And I am Tyler, the greatest me.
Welcome to the culture section. Man, I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Great day.
Wonderful day.
Doing what we got to do to knock out these episodes. First, we want to thank everybody for supporting the culture section on the Fans of the Culture Network.
Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe,
please,
to the YouTube channel. Before we start the episode, man, I want to tell you something real quick. I was watching YouTube and Young Jock, he was driving an Uber.
He was driving or riding?
He was driving the actual Uber. And the people in the back, they actually was trying to clown him.
Like he was driving it to make money? Or was he driving like a skid, or was this?
I think from initial reports, they was trying to clown him for driving the Uber. So the person who was in the back was like, "You done fell off." They trying to clown him. You know how we do. But later reports said that he was like, he trying to invest in this Uber company.
So he's driving to...
He was just trying to see how it worked.
How? I mean, I'm not saying... I don't think it's rocket science.
No.
What aspect of it did he want to see how it worked?
I mean, if you make an initial investment in something, you want to know how it works.
It's simple how Uber works. Download an app. You need a ride. I guess you put in the location you need a ride, or Uber come and gets you.
Right. Here's the thing, though.
He want a hands-on experience?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Why didn't he just do a ride along with somebody then?
Well, he wanted to drive himself. You know what I mean?
What was he driving anyway?
It was I can't tell what it was. It was small, though.
What you mean small?
Like a small car.
Was it a luxury car?
I couldn't really tell. It wasn't like no Rolls Royce or nothing. We ain't Rolls Royce or no Uber.
Was it a Bentley? A Maserati?
No, it wasn't like that. It was a small car. Like maybe like a Honda. So, I don't know.
So he was driving a Honda? Like, you think he owned a Honda, or you think he was renting it?
I have no idea.
Hey, what was he saying when they was clowning him? Like, was he talking back to him, or was he just taking it? Like, taking the brutal punishment?
I mean, he was taking it.
He was taking it? Like, He didn't say nothing back to him? Like,
I mean, he said some stuff back, but it wasn't nothing worth. Like, he wasn't in as, setting up straight or nothing. But I just think it was funny how he's driving the Uber and the person in the back is clowning him. Who needs an Uber?
No, you mean the person that's clowning him, that's paying him, basically. Meaning they're paying him for a service.
Right, for a ride.
So it's almost like he needs that money, basically.
They trying to front him.
It's almost like if you go to a concert and someone's singing and you start clowning a person who's singing because you don't think they can sing. You don't need them to sing. You came there paying for some service or entertainment, man. I guess you can do the clown. If you paid your money, I guess you can clown. So if he invested, hey, listen, man, if he invested in a grocery store, you trying to tell me he would go and start working the register and bagging groceries and pushing in carts?
Yeah, well, I guess if you want to see how smoothly it works.
You can watch and see how something works instead of getting hands on.
Talking about today.
I have no idea, man. I thought we were talking about him and his Uber driving. Hey, man, props to him, though, man. I'm glad he's investing in an Uber. Obviously, is he actually investing in Uber, or he's investing in a company like Uber?
I think it's a company like Uber.
But he's working for Uber to get experience.
Brother, I think he's test driving a car for the company that he's going to invest in.
I got you. So I know there's Uber and Lyft. You know any other companies out there?
I have no idea. Nothing about it.
Shout out to him for... making that investment.
Let's make it a random episode.
How you gonna interrupt me while I'm talking just to say that?
I apologize.
I mean, you randomly started it off with, who was this again?
Young Jock.
Yeah, man.
You don't know Young Jock?
Yeah, but, I only remember one song he really did. Something about it's going down. And they would do the motorcycle revving up.
Church version. Me being the church is going down.
Hey, listen, is he falling off or?
Man, absolutely not.
I don't even know if he has.
I don't
any
even
other
believe that. I'm gonna tell you this. My man is still on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Is he getting paid like that? Been on that show?
Yeah, he been on there about 4-5 seasons.
Does that mean he's really getting paid, or I know he's getting a paycheck? What if he's just up there for a paycheck to make ends meet?
I mean,
You think everyone that's on that show is actually successful?
Let me tell you this. Yes.
Like how successful? I mean, how big of checks you think they're getting per episode?
Probably $25,000 an episode.
That ain't bad. And how much you think their bills are a month?
Maybe a quarter of that.
A quarter?
Yeah.
What is a quarter of 25?
Half is 12.
Half is 12.
So that's probably about $8,000 a month.
So you think
that's a lot?
The light bill.
I'm saying baby daddies, baby mamas.
That ain't bad. And plus taxes is being taken out of that.
Taxes being taken out of.
Plus they gotta probably pay their agent and everything like that.
Yeah.
How much of that 25 you actually think they get to actually touch? I'm not talking about after bills. I'm talking about after taxes and everything else. Before they pay their bills, how much of that 25 you think they actually get?
Probably about 11 or 12. No, probably about, out of 25, probably about 14. 14.
And then you take away the 8, you're left with, because you said
I'm just saying I'm just really overshooting the Atlanta economy right now.
Are you? I'm thinking about their cost of living.
Yeah.
Because they're driving Bentleys, Maseratis, Mercedes.
Right. That's probably $8,000. They probably spent $8,000 easy though.
Man, I was listening to a podcast one time, and these people was talking about going to dinners that are $2,000, man. Like going out to eat and it being like $2,000.
Wow.
And I was thinking, what kind of restaurant is that, man? That you would go out to eat? I mean, because I am not on that level, but I'm thinking, even if I had that type of money, I mean, with the experience I have now and the way I live now, I don't think I really would be buying $2,000 dinners.
No.
I mean, I like the food that I eat now. Even the healthy food that I eat now, because, I ain't always eating healthy. I like that food. So I'm thinking, what am I spending that type of money on a dinner?
I just can't. I really can't. That's a lot of money. But I tell you this, though. I could see myself getting a nice ring, though, and a nice necklace.
Yeah, that's a ring and a necklace. I'm talking about just food.
Spending $2,000 a month in food?
Like $2,000. It was one sitting. They went down. It was 2 people, though. It was one sitting, and it was $2,000. But the way they said it was like it was pennies. Like, yeah, $2,000 dinner. They was actually talking about, it don't even matter. It was a $2,000 dinner for 2 people.
They so far removed from real life, man. They don't have no idea what.
Like, I'm trying to figure out what was they eating.
They was eating caviar. They was eating Grey Poupon. They was eating.
Ain't Grey Poupon like jelly, right? It's like grape jelly.
I think it's a high-end mustard.
Is it? No, because they say, will you please pass the Grey Poupon? And then the thing is, will you please pass the jelly and you faint? So it got to be a jelly.
What about that? They probably eating octopus and sushi straight out the.
If I had that type of money, man, I don't think I really would be that exotic of an eater. I like chicken.
Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? I like beef.
If I was that rich, let me tell you something. If I was making, so you got to think about this. If you're making $25,000 an episode for 10 episodes, that's $250,000. By the time you finish your taxes, you probably easily at about $175. Here's the thing, though. The side hustles.
Oh, yeah.
The Instagram advertisement for sponsors. And man, it's like endless opportunity, man. Endless opportunity. Do you understand if we was on Love and Hip Hop Raleigh, right? And we was really, at the end of the day, we can go from 200 to probably 25,000 in like hours, if not 100,000.
I'm thinking, man, I guess it has to get boring, because when you start making that kind of money, if you ain't investing it, even if you are doing that, but if you keep accumulating more money, I guess you have to find stuff to spend it on.
Let me ask you.
Like, you just gotta make stuff up. Like, imagine this. After you pay your bills, you can go on vacation and trips like that. You still have this money left. And is the thought behind it like, man, I need to find something to do with this money?
Let me tell you this. If I'm that paid, I ain't investing in nothing. We just balling.
Really? Like cars? Like if you
Yeah,
listen,
like
you
when-
said you would buy Jerry, right?
Yeah. Well,
you said
first of all, $25,000 is a lot for our financial whatever, but for them, that's
of course
nothing.
But I'm talking about the regular, what they call Joe Smo. I don't even think I like Joe
Let me
Smo.
know when we go. Let me know when we move into millions, so I can really tell you what I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go straight to the millions. If you had millions, what would you do?
How many millions we talking?
Let's start with just 1 million. No, let's go with 2, man. 2 million.
2 million?
Mm-hmm. You had $2 million.
I would live the same place that I'm going to live now, but the difference would be I'll put a big old gate around it.
Like how big are we talking? Like you talking about like a gate where you can't see in, like you have privacy trees?
Like you do, like, man, for that little small place, y'all sure got a lot of lights, like y'all Batman. Like,
Oh, you have a lot of lights as well?
you know, like you can't every time
like
come in,
like floodlights.
Yeah.
What would the lights be for?
Anybody that walk up, so they can't see nothing.
So that gate probably wouldn't run but a couple of $1,000.
You think so? When the steel gates like Batman.
I don't even know what that gate looked like, man.
You know what?
Like the one you talking about, like the gates that be at like at
on all TV shows,
graveyards and stuff like that.
There you go, graveyard
okay,
gate.
Man, that ain't gonna run that much money. I mean, that's probably still just gonna be in the thousands of dollars, man. We'll say at the most maybe it's $10,000 for that gate. Now you have $2 million. You only spent 10,000 of it.
First of all, about 750 of that gone. Taxes.
Man, I thought this was. Let's say
okay,
it's after taxes, man.
Come on,
$2 million.
Yeah, I am okay.
You know what's so funny?
Yes,
I realized this, man.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? Because I used to do the same thing in my mind. You know, I think supposedly, morally, religiously, you supposed to, if you believe in it, you're supposed to say, I'm gonna pay my tithes first.
Yes, I was gonna pay my tithes first. 200,000 off top.
Now, man, you pay 200,000. You have $1 million.
1.8.
There you go, man. So now you bought the gate. That's $10,000.
1.79.
What you gonna do now with this money?
I'm gonna find another spot in maybe South Carolina or somewhere.
You mean you gonna buy another house in South Carolina? And what's the purpose of this house?
That's gonna be my bougie getaway. But it ain't gonna look bougie. So let me tell you something. If you go
like it's gonna be your vacation home?
Yep.
Go right ahead. If you go where?
You go to some part of South Carolina, not even kidding. You can buy like 2 or 3 acres for like 10 stacks. I'm not even kidding.
Really? Huh. Really?
So I said some parts of it. I didn't say all parts of it. Some parts of it. Like Ladder, like parts going to Marion and things of that nature. It's nice out there though. Probably some parts of Bennettsville too.
Man, that's pretty cheap, man.
Yeah. I know somebody that bought 2 acres for 10 stacks.
Well, that's what's up, man.
That's a lot of money for 2 acres.
So you going there and you buying 2 acres?
2 acres.
And you gonna put one on these acres?
I'm gonna put probably
a house?
Yeah, not nothing big balling. I'm gonna put something small on there, enough for 2 people to fit in, and then I'm gonna have 2 pit bulls.
Like an RV? Like you have an RV or a camper?
I'm gonna have a camper on 2 acres, and I'm gonna have 2 pit bulls.
Man, you're really just wasting money.
At 2 pit bulls,
you just
all 4
money,
corners.
Man. You're a waste of money, man.
Every time you try to come on.
So I truly believe with what you're saying, money does change people. Because so far, the only true investment you made was putting a gate around your house.
I paid my tithes.
Yeah. Okay, I guess that's investing in your life spiritually. But the only investment you really made was like putting a fence around your house, man.
Hey man, you ever notice how people you ever notice how much people debate tithes, man?
Oh,
like they really debate.
You mean paying it versus not paying it?
Yeah, they act like 10. We just hit it real quick. We ain't got to stay on it. But I'm like, they be acting like when you tell, yeah man, I get a Lord's tithe. Man, 10% seem they acting like it's like 90 compared to 90, but it's only 10. Moving on for the next conversation. Listen, I just thought I'd pause that. I just thought, I don't know, man. In order to really do some damage in the world, I would need at least, if I'm really trying to, I know I'm kidding, but I think honestly and truly, I would definitely get a house and I'd probably spend like $250 on it. Probably in a nice gated community. And I would probably try to come up with a program where I could teach people how to do audio and video like that.
But
busy.
But seriously, you would buy a ring and a necklace, right? Oh, that was a joke too.
That was a joke too. I would buy two. I'm gonna tell you what I would buy. I would buy a 1967 Lincoln Continental with the suicide door. I have to have two of those. That's it. Them two. What I got now, $250, and we still spent less than, I think. Plus, you know what I'm saying? We spent, I'm gonna say $500,000. We ain't gonna pay the house off either, y'all.
Why wouldn't you just go ahead and pay the house off?
I don't know.
Like, what's the purpose of paying the interest on something that you literally could just pay off?
Because I'm gonna try to get some endorsement deals.
What does that have anything to do with paying off a house?
I mean, I'm gonna try to get some money to come in so I can finish paying off.
But you already have the money to pay it off. I'm so confused why you wouldn't pay off the house.
I ain't gonna give it all to them. They gonna get all mine. I'm gonna bury some of it.
You're still drawing interest off the money that's in the bank.
It ain't that much interest. Please don't act like it's that much interest.
Oh, if you have $2 million sitting in the bank, even though you spent some of it, and interest will probably be at what percent you think? 0.75%?
How?
Huh?
How?
Ain't it like 0.75%?
Man, that jet probably 0.00.
Ain't no 0.0. I was looking the other day. I seen 0.75 or something around that area, man.
When you finish doing what you gotta do, how much money do you make off your checking account right now?
I can't remember, man. I mean, I can't.
It's really low.
You want to
like 12 cents?
Listen, man. There's a man that I know that was a millionaire. He sold his company. He was a millionaire, but it was only $4 million, and he lives off the interest, which he said is, I think he said when it's over with, it's $250, $250,000
a year.
And he lives only.
But he don't touch none of that money.
Nope.
Okay.
And he just lives off the $250. He said the money's still just sitting there.
You can live in an apartment complex.
Thank you. So off your $2 million,
that's true.
He's living off $250. You be living off half of that, $125, right?
I get you. $125.
That money's still just sitting there. You could easily survive off $125,000.
Because we survive off of way less now.
My point exactly, $125. So you really ain't wasting no money.
That's true. Man,
are you gonna let people borrow money? Or are you gonna give away money?
I'm gonna look out for my parents.
When you say look out, what does that mean?
That means I ain't gonna say I'm gonna pay it off, but I'm gonna give them a nice little chunk though.
A nice little chunk? What is a nice little chunk off $2 million?
Maybe
off the top of your head.
About 90.
You gonna give them $90,000?
Yeah.
That ain't bad. Let's say they come back to you, say, son, the $90,000 is gone. Can I get some more?
That's hard right there.
You gonna tell them that?
Yes.
You gonna say that's hard right there? You gonna tell your parents that's hard right there?
That's hard right there.
Does that mean it's really kind of like, no, but I might give you a little less?
Yeah, but you know it's really, no.
You gonna say no?
I'm gonna say no, and then I'm gonna take them down to the accountant, and then we're gonna figure something out.
We're talking about at the age that your parents are now.
Yeah.
And at this stage,
ain't nobody first of all, in order for my parents to go through $90,000, holy Jesus, they would have to. I don't see it.
Well,
not my parents.
Let's say they just living their best life.
No.
What if they actually donated the money, or gave the money away, and they want some more? They seen something in need. They was
I can't see it. It's hard for me to answer this question because I know. Ooh, man, I can't see it.
You saying your parents are that frugal? Is that what you're saying?
Let the doughnut hit you.
Because I don't know if you want to use the word tight or what. I don't understand when you say.
I'm tight. Tight. I was raised tight.
So you would
it's in my DNA.
So you would buy the 2 Lincoln Continentals with the suicide doors. What year was those again?
67.
You must really like the 67.
I do.
And then you said you're gonna buy 2 of the same cars.
Yeah.
Are they the same colors?
Yeah.
What is the purpose of that? I'm gonna
park one at my daddy's house because I know it ain't nobody gonna touch it. Then I'm gonna drive the other one around, every now and then on Sunday.
Okay, you're gonna park one at your father's house because no one's gonna touch it.
Yes.
I don't understand that.
It don't matter because that's what I'm gonna do.
Or you have a cover for it, or it's just gonna be out in the
I
element?
don't know, man. Maybe a cover. A cover would be smart, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if you're parking it there, you don't want it to get all piled. Or what? You gonna go over there and wash it every now and then? I'm very confused why you're parking it at his house.
And it would have a tape player in it. And the only thing to be playing is.
Would you let him drive it?
If you trust a snake, there's a big mistake.
You'll get bored of that song. Would you let him drive it?
My daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, and my mama. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I don't know if he would like driving it, though. You think he'll like driving it? He probably wouldn't like the suicide doors, man.
Because look, let me tell you something else. We had got him that guitar, and he don't even play the guitar.
Hey, I wondered, did I fix it? I did something to it, and he said if it was working right, then, he'd be cool. He said if not.
Yeah, but he still don't be playing it.
Hey, man, you know what I noticed? You know what I noticed? When we was in his office?
Yeah.
Like, he just had him sitting in the corner, just sitting there.
Yeah,
like that wasn't in a case or nothing, man. It was just sitting there. And it wasn't on a stand. It was like leaning against the wall with some other stuff. I was like, man. I mean, I guess that's good. That means, he's not idolizing them, I guess. I guess it's just a...
Yeah, I think that's...
I mean, I thought maybe he would, think about some longevity about it or, kind of...
I don't understand it, but I'm coming to grips with it. That's just the way... I mean, I was excited, man. We was like, we can get him this nice guitars, modified, Strat, and all that, blah, 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 blah. Man.
Have you expressed this to him?
No.
Oh. If he sees this, how you think he'll feel about that?
He'll laugh.
He will?
He'll he'll laugh.
You think he'll start playing it after that?
Nah.
Is he still playing that pawn shop one?
Yeah.
He is? And
he's killing.
And he's happy with that one.
Yeah. Sometimes when they be preaching, he be over, he be playing the guitar. It's like he be listening, but he be in la 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 land. All you hear in the background is it'd be so funny. Sometimes.
And he's gonna laugh at that part too.
Yeah, he's gonna laugh.
That you're saying when ministers be preaching at the church, he look like he's in la la land while they're preaching.
I said he be listening, but he be in la la land, like.
Hey, what do you think he would do with $90,000?
Be honest, man. He would definitely. He'll look out for a few people.
Okay, he still got money left.
Yeah, it'll be banked up, and then he'll pay off just some bills. At this point, I think they're very. At this point, man, what I'm learning from them, my parents are chilled, very chilled.
So they don't want to go on no vacation.
They do, but if they go or don't go, it's cool.
I got you.
Now that's what I'm really kind of learning from them both, and man, it's like being around them. They make me feel like I'm already there.
Is that good or bad? You think?
I think it's good. I guess my goal is by the time I get their age, I want to have that mentality. I'm trying to adopt certain things that they do. Certain things that I see them doing, their attitude, things of that nature, man. They excite me. I'm actually glad to be live up here so I can see them whenever I want to.
Oh, that ain't bad, man.
Yeah. I didn't really have that. I grew around my mom. So, our relationship is tight. I spent the summers up here with my dad and my mom too. But
what you think your mom would do with the $90,000?
Pay off some bills, and I'll probably tell my mama to go on some trips.
What kind of trips?
I would tell her go on a couple cruises.
Like how Stella got a groove back, like one of those.
Yeah, I ain't talking about go get your groove. She ain't gonna go get your groove back, no way. But I'm just saying, I think she would. I would literally. You know what, man? I would do. I would go on a cruise. I would go on a cruise back to back.
Now we back on you.
No. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that part we are
with the $2 million.
But I would definitely tell her. I probably would just book it because if I book it, what I noticed about my mom, if you could kind of go ahead and do it, she'll do it. If you let it stew, she might not do it.
So you would have to book it for her.
Go ahead and book.
You think she would enjoy a cruise?
Yeah, and I would probably get one of her. I would get an honor somebody to go with her and let them live their best life. Going to the comedy shows.
Yeah, you know, when aunt on whose side? Your mother's side or your father's side?
No, on my stepdad's side.
You would get
But that's what I thought in my head.
just now.
Yeah.
That's what you just thought in your head?
Yeah, because they already done. I mean, but I would get anybody.
Is she close with him?
Yeah, she pretty close with him.
And she would like to go. You think she wouldn't mind spending like a 5-day cruise with him?
I ain't talking about no 5 days. But
how short of a cruise are we talking?
I'm talking about like back to back. I'm talking about like 2 months worth of cruises.
You think she'd be cool with 2 months worth of cruising?
Maybe not, but I would definitely do it.
You would do it, or you would do it for her?
I would do both, man. I don't know what the part. Don't be confused. Both.
So you would send her on a 2-month cruise.
Yep.
And you think she would enjoy being on a cruise for 2 months?
Yes.
I don't know if anyone would, unless you're an explorer. I don't know anyone. 2 months worth of it.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
I would do
Not
it.
no 2 months. I can understand 2 months of a vacation and traveling, but just a cruise for 2 months? No way, man. Ain't that much cruising in the world. What? I'm not Columbus.
Man. We met this couple.
You might as well just give her a yacht.
Nah, we went on this cruise, and there was this couple. They literally went from one to another. I said, man, they out here living.
How old was that, you think?
They probably was in their 60s.
Oh, that ain't bad. It's nice to retire and enjoy yourself.
It is.
Instead of just sit somewhere and get old.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think the more active you are, even after retirement, the better off you end up. Sometimes through what other people told me, there's a few people who retired and literally just sat around and they literally just aged out. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's why. What's your boy? You got to coordinate.
Oh,
John
Witherspoon.
They were talking. I think they were saying, when he got an interview, he said he just liked the money, and he was saying that if he stayed home, he just sit there and watch that water thing spit out all day. And I think.
I got you.
Like I think what it is, man. I think like certain people, they just got to keep busy. What I have noticed though, even about myself, is that I notice, like I'm dealing with a lot, but by staying busy, I don't know. It's like me staying busy is keeping me active and keeping my mind focused and kind of keeping me moving. And I kind of feel that, man.
You know what's sad?
What's that?
To retire or be at the age of retirement and have no money.
Yeah.
Or you basically at the age of retirement, but there's no Social Security built up, no 401k, no pension, and you still got to work. Now, I can understand if you would enjoy that, like you're excited, but if you literally want to retire and you can't, that is sad, man.
Yeah.
That is sad, not to be able to, especially if you've been working all your life.
Yeah.
And then it's just the wrap. Oh, you know what's sad? Now that I'm thinking about it, if you retire and you have kids that still like smooching off you, man, and you can't even enjoy your own money because they're literally like draining you dry, man.
But that happens a lot.
Now I can understand if you come from money and there is money there for you. You know what I'm saying? But not if your parents was already struggling raising you. You're grown. Now they retired. They done put you through school and everything, and you still just draining them dry, man. Just draining them dry. Just draining the life out of them. They don't even want to answer the phone when you call because they know what the deal is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or they act like they ain't home when you pull up in the yard. I know you're in there.
It sucks because whenever there's always this old son who's like 55 and he's still smooching off his mom.
Oh yeah, man.
That's a practical. I think it's. I'm gonna say it's still practical. And I think, man, that's like the ultimate manipulation. Is that how you say it? Manipulation?
Yeah.
That's about as bad as, first of all, I dislike anybody that uses people. Like, that's like a pet peeve of mine anyway. But that situation, you are old, rusty, funky t-shirt, white tee, still wearing like we doing a Laffy Taffy, and you at your mama's house talking about, I need to ride to the store. Mama, you get your check. You know how terrible that sounds, man.
Mama, you get your check. Like you still on allowance or something, man.
Mama, you get your check. And then there's some people that steal their mama's Social Security check.
I heard about those.
What kind of scumbag is that, though?
That's pretty low, man. But they out
steal
here.
From your mama?
Yeah, man.
I'm talking about not, you know what? Stealing is bad. But stealing the only source of income, Social Security check?
Yeah. Hey, man, there's two things that came to my mind. I know two guys.
I'm going to write a book called How Not to Be a Scumbag.
I knew two guys that was in their 50s that told me straight to my face. They was staying with their parents and said they was waiting for their parents to die so they could get the house and insurance money, man. And they was actually dead serious. They actually said that.
I'm sorry I laugh, but it sounds so ridiculous. It just makes me laugh. Man.
And then you were talking about stealing from your parents. Yeah. I knew a guy. He's passed away now, but he was on drugs and he beat up his own mama because she didn't have money, or he thought she had money so he could buy some crack, man, but he beat up his own mother. And she still didn't have the money. And the funny thing is...
Well, you just braided sad.
She forgave him because he still lived with her. But yeah, that was two crazy things I heard, man. Just wondered.
Did she forgive him because... Wait. I always wondered that. Do she forgive him because it's the right thing to do and let him stay, or she forgive him and feel sorry for him? You see what I'm trying to say? I know it's a really fine line.
It might be both, man. You know, okay, man. Listen,
yo, man.
It's almost like the woman who gets beat by her husband but still loves him and says he didn't mean to do it and he was going to change. It's almost like one of them situations. He beat up, but man, my son is on drugs. He didn't mean to do it. It's messed up his mind. I still love him. I don't want him to be out in the streets because out in the streets, who knows what might happen to him. It's just a bunch of excuses, man. Sometimes, man, what they call it, tough love. Sometimes you just gotta, they just gotta learn. Cause at a certain age, why would you want to be stressed, man? You
Mama, your check, I came in. Like you be yelling from outside. You sitting there with a 40 in your hand. Mama, your check came in. Can't even hear you.
Why would you want someone like that, man?
Come on, man.
Like, really, why would you want someone like that?
And then you know what happens? Then that's the dude. I'm going to tell you, y'all ain't going to like it, but it's the truth.
Go ahead.
This is the person, that's who deals with a woman that has, like, a lot of kids. Anything that makes him feel better about himself, that's who he going to deal with. And the dangerous part is, a lot of times, I'm just talking about man and woman. A woman, she wants, like obviously she desires companionship, but in her mind, she's like, her kids need somebody to look up to. And he walking around here with no t-shirt on, got a big dent right here from where his stomach so big, and then just like, yeah, I'll be over there in a minute. And
that's who she wants her kids to look up to?
Yeah, it's like...
Why would she want her kids to look up to someone like that?
I know I create a visual picture, but it's really almost that type of person. It's like, in the case of the man, he want to be with somebody that it looks like he's winning. But that's
neither one of them is winning, though.
No. Hey, well, she more winning because here's the thing.
How's she winning?
In this country, though, oh, never mind. Because I would say...
Because I still don't know how she winning.
Let's just say this. Never mind. We talking about government assistance. I mean, getting help. It's a lot easier, I think, for a woman to get help than a man to get help.
Of course. There is actually no doubt about that in my mind.
Hashtag winning.
Yeah, because if a man don't work, man, he don't eat.
Yeah, they really mean that. You know what I mean?
They took that, man.
Imagine your government assistance. I just need something to tide me over. Well, you're driving a car. We can't give you nothing. No temporary help, no nothing.
Hey, man. I was just thinking a while ago, I didn't want to forget this question. You think there's some parents that are scared of their kids?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. If you 5'7" and your child is 6'3", you most definitely scared of your child.
No, there's a lot of short parents who will beat the life out of their kids.
Just because you beat the life out of them don't mean you ain't scared of them, though.
So you think they're actually deep down inside they're scared?
Yeah, they're like, if I don't handle it, he gonna get off the chain. They scared about what could happen if they don't do anything.
Oh, no, I'm saying like as grown, like let's say like the older child that's smooching off the parents. Do you think there's parents that are just scared of their kids?
Oh, in that case?
Yeah.
It could be a combination of I feel sorry for him and I'm scared of him.
All right.
Mama, you gotta take him in.
Like in that case, you think his mama's scared of him, or she just basically just feels sorry for him?
Feel sorry for him.
But he ain't gonna learn, because I keep thinking people who like live off their parents like that, if something happens to their parents, where are they going? Like, how are they actually gonna survive? Have they actually thought of a plan? Like when you're literally still at your mother's teat, as they say, man. Like you're literally there, and you're literally just a freeloader. Do they think, man, if something happened to my parents, I have nothing to fall back on? I'm basically homeless.
That's a good name for the episode, the Freeloader.
Oh, the freeloader? Yeah, but we were talking about what we do with our millions as well.
Yeah, that led to the Freeloader.
Oh, yeah, I guess a freeloader.
I would click on something that was called a Freeloader.
I don't have any kids, but I can kind of understand how a parent really just, you just don't want nothing bad to happen to your kids.
Yeah.
And it's hard to let that go. But I think there's a certain point where for some people, they just basically let their kids take them to the grave. And there's some parents who wait till literally there's a snapping point and they literally say, I just can't do nothing for you. You just got to go. Yeah, and the police,
drain them.
Yeah, the police got to take you then, whatever. They just, because they're better off. I bet there's some parents, man, this is so horrible what I'm about to say. So I bet there is some parents who really love their kids but can't wait till they die, man. Like, this would be the best. Yeah, this would be the best thing to happen to me if they literally just don't exist no more. I can live a free life. Or there's a guy that I met. It ain't that, but his parents.
I'm shocked right now.
His parents actually wanted him to get locked up. They said that's what needed to happen. And when he got locked up, he said that's what his mother told him. You need to get locked up or you actually was going to die. This is what you needed in your life.
Wow.
And he said that's
that bad.
Yeah, he said she literally told him that's what you needed or you was going to die. He said it actually changed his life, though.
I don't want to change. I don't want it that bad.
Yeah, well, yeah. True. What's that show used to come on? Scared Straight?
Scared Straight.
Yeah. I don't know about Scared Straight because I thought I thought at a certain time, because the prisoners really couldn't be let loose.
Wait. He said, hey, put that carrot on your lips. Like,
the prisoners, because them kids know they weren't going to really release them on them, man. You know what I'm saying?
My man ain't got no teeth and all the spit going through his teeth on the cheek of the little kid right here. Move it if you want to. Move it.
Because I think some of them kids, like, some of them was scared a little bit.
Well off,
but some of them was like, man, they ain't going to do nothing because there's only so much they're going to allow them to do. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't scared.
But Scared Straight, after a while, it started looking like a joke, though.
Yeah, like anything. It's kind of over time. Yeah. If they get off track or they think they need viewers and stuff like that, it start get a tad bit corny.
And it's funny how when they get to prison by himself, he want to give you life advice. I'm sorry. Yeah, you don't want to end up like me. I've been in the system for 27 years and I'm only 22.
Yeah, they all had that certain dialogue they had to follow. Man.
Holy sweet.
I think that's what they had to sign on the contract. I wonder what they get in return. Like more
Probably
money
time off.
I'm gonna say more time they can't. I mean more money they can't.
If I was in jail,
yeah,
I'm whistling my way out of there, man.
What you mean you whistling?
That mean they come up with anything they got to do. I'm gonna be on Scared Straight. I'm gonna be on everything to get my freedom. Let me tell you something. You gonna. I used to think that I could not go on.
What's wrong with you, man? Hey,
I'm getting out of there.
Didn't T.I. do that?
Shawshank Redemption?
Didn't T.I. do that? He did like some kind of program where he was helping something. They gave him a reality show where he was helping kids to give them some time off. Never mind, man.
Oh, yeah. I think it was on MTV.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Oh, man. Shout out to T.I.P.
Yeah, but he had to do that, right? And I think
I
Meek Mill did something like that too, man, for doing the popping a wheelie down the street.
Yeah.
And it was, even though they was going,
which was absolutely ridiculous.
We all know that was ridiculous, but he did some program with the kids too.
Yeah.
But we ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the
dude that's sitting on it.
The smoochers.
Like I don't like how. Here's my problem. Now, if I came home from a hard day's work and I walk in the house and my son, I don't even say daughter, I'm gonna say son. If I walked in and he had, oh man, it's so funny. If he had tighty whities on with a big bowl of Fruit Loops and watching Netflix and drinking grape soda, I'm punching him so hard in the face.
Really?
Yes.
What if he paid for the Fruit Loops and the grape soda? I don't care
what he did. Because he just sitting there, and then he over there, he's scratching.
Everybody ant sometimes, right?
No, he's scratching. I'm the king.
Hey, listen, you think it's a double standard? Like if it was a daughter.
Absolutely, it's a double standard.
Why not,
It
man?
would definitely be.
I mean, what for? She can get a job too, man.
It did. Oh, man. Can I say?
Go ahead, say it.
I think in some ways women are more responsible than men.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that part. I'm saying it's a double standard. If she ain't got no job, why you being lenient on her, man?
I have no idea, but I just damn.
Like it don't actually bother you if she was sitting there, we ain't gonna in her pajamas with Fruit Loops and a grape soda watching Netflix.
No, to tell the truth, it probably wouldn't bother. It would take a week to really bother me.
You think you'd be like, you need to get yourself a man? You think you would say that?
Knowing me? Yeah.
You need to get your and see that's funny. And get yourself a man and do what?
I don't know.
Be lazy with be lazy with him.
Be lazy with him. Suck up his oxygen. Run up his bill. Take his pork chops.
Do you think if you think you could, if you had a daughter, do you think if she would get a job, you think you could kick out?
Listen, man. 18.
Yeah.
We out of there.
What you mean?
Bye.
What you mean?
18.
You can't. You trying to say in your household?
I'm not trying to say. I'm saying it.
At 18,
if you're not doing anything, no college, you're not going to work, you're not saving no money towards nothing. If you come to me like an adult and say, "Look, I know I'm 18," the rule is you're 18, you get out. That's like a society rule. Let's say that. Now I'm open. If you come to me like an adult and say, "Look, I'm gonna need to stay here because I'm trying to do this, this, and this." If you have some bumps in the road, you get pregnant with a boy, or he gets a girl pregnant, whatever the case may be, they ain't got nothing to do with me. Obviously, we're gonna help out, but we're not going to be the source. Ain't no talking about can I go to the club I haven't been in a year. No. You should have thought about that when you were with that boy.
What?
Yeah, I covered the whole spectrum.
So at 18, you ain't doing nothing, you out. So you could watch your daughter live on the streets. Is that what you're saying?
Her mama probably can't, but I can.
So with that being said, her mama and you might have a disagreement.
We are.
And she might not leave.
I'm going to roll with what she say, but I ain't going to like it. And every day I'm going to say something back.
What if she don't mind you saying something back because she's just used to you saying it?
Who?
The mother. Let's say your daughter is still at the house. She ain't working. She ain't doing nothing.
Me, man. I know me, bro. I would probably...
You wouldn't give an ultimatum. It's either her or me. You wouldn't say that, would you?
No, because I'm going to tell you, if you ain't careful, children will come between your marriage. And do it with a master plan in mind. You have to be real careful. Hey, man.
So you would just put up with it?
Who?
You would put up with...
No, I ain't going to sit here and say I would use the word ultimatum, but I would definitely say something really got to change. Because not only... See, my thing is this. I think most people, as long as they see a person's trying, I'm talking about young. I ain't talking about when you're 45 on the couch, tighty whities, Fruit Loops, grape juice, looking at Netflix, talking about Kevin Hart documentary is funny. That makes me angry. What if I ain't seen the documentary yet? I'm going to really be mad at you then. I'm going to put you so hard in your face. You're doing nothing. I'm over here working 12 hours a day. The man on me talking about you need to keep up. I don't care nothing about your knee hurting. And you just sitting at home in your tighter whities, Fruit Loops, grape juice, watching Netflix.
Hey, okay, what if they ain't in their tidy whities? They ain't eating Fruit Loops.
It don't matter.
What if they're dressed and they just playing video games?
I hope they got something got to be going on.
Listen, watch this. This is another scenario I thought of. We'll still use the son because you're so lenient on the daughter. Listen, you have a son, right? He doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
He pays Netflix. I mean, he watches Netflix all day, plays video games.
Yeah.
He doesn't wear tighty whities, but he has income coming. He's using a girl. She's paying his bills, and he's giving you rent for the money she gives you. Are you cool with that? Because he's actually giving you money. Listen.
Yeah, I'm not.
And he's cleaning up, and you know for a fact, like he's happy about it, that this woman is giving him this money to live. Like you can even hear him talking on the phone. Like he'll even ask you, like, let's say you getting off work, right? You know he ain't working, but you know he cleans up the house, and he's not gonna work.
Good job, son.
And he calls you and be like, yeah, Dad, what you want to eat tonight?
Good job, son.
I'm gonna get Cheryl to buy it. Cheryl, cause
Look, is he bringing home crab legs?
No, he don't even gotta bring it home. She's dropping it off. Like she's literally giving you money. Like she skips him and she just puts the money.
I know you ain't gonna like this. I'm like, you got you a winner, son. you better keep her. She's a winner.
All jokes aside, is that what you really would say, man?
Okay, I probably would say it at first, but then I'm like, hey, son, you need to get your own, man.
And what if he like, I'm good. Like, the way things are, I'm good. And let's say he's even on her like insurance policy. And he's like,
why you really?
He's on the top of her life insurance policy.
Good job. Wait. Good. You got to be the same octave. Good job, son. You got you a winner.
So you wouldn't be mad, right? You be happy, right?
Good job, son. You got your winner. If I can just jump around this whole building right now. Boy, that's funny. Hey, man, in the grand scheme of things, you want your son to be his own man. But ain't nothing wrong with a pair of Jordans. I can't get, I got tears.
Listen, if he asked you, right?
Yeah.
If he asked you, Dad, do you want a pair of Jordans? And you knew where them Jordans was coming from, would you say yes?
You got your winners. Man, them jazz nice. Them retros. That's how they get you. They start, you got them retros.
Yeah. Good job, son. You got
your
okay, now let's change the scenario a little bit.
Okay.
She's doing this.
Oh, no.
But it's aging her very bad. Like, it's like literally aging her. You can tell that it's aging her, like it's bringing her down. Would you feel bad then? Or would you be like, well, at least he's on her insurance policy. He gonna get that money.
I don't know where this is going, but I just had a picture. If I was the dad's daughter doing that stuff I was like, he using you.
And she be like, I don't care. I love him. I love him.
I'm like, in 2 years, don't be trying to come back and live here because he done using all your money up from Foot Locker.
Hey, that is a good one though, man. If you was her father and you knew she was doing it, would you allow him in your house? Like y'all have Thanksgiving dinner? Would you like literally?
Yeah, I mean, because it's their boyfriend and girlfriend. Ain't no
but you know what the deal is. Like you even know that his family is living off this, man. His father's saying you got a good one, son. You know this. You even know his father got the new Jordans.
I just keep hearing that part. Good job, son. You got your winner.
I don't know, man. That's a tough one to me. Because you got to see both sides of it, man.
Hey, man, if I'm going to just go straight, in the grand scheme of things, I'm like, you want your son to be like not a user, right? Know how to use them. Because here's the bad thing. And I know this is like a couple episodes ago, but a lot of time the biggest problem that women have with men is that the using part. And that's besides the lying and not trusting, but that using part, that using almost feels worse than lying or cheating on them, man. Because it's like, I'm thinking in my head, really, when you think about it, bro, all of it's terrible. But when somebody use you, it's like you gave them all you had. Not even just money, but emotionally. Then you introduce them to your family. And then you start thinking about all of that. And you find out they use you. Then you feel like a clown. And next thing you know, you fly to New York, Brooklyn Bridge, jump off.
Why would you even spend the money to go to New York?
I'm showing, but that's how things end up really bad.
I think your scenario is wrong.
Well, I wouldn't.
First you kill them and then you kill yourself.
Yeah, that's normally how it goes.
That's what they usually do, man.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe you did this to me. I can't believe it. When you hear those words, you might want to run. Hey, listen, man, I was thinking, though.
Good job, son. You got your winner.
Imagine this, though. You have a daughter, right?
Yeah.
The scenario is different, though. She's using a guy. She has no job. She's living with you. We wouldn't say using them because they still together. But this guy is paying you rent for her. He's buying her a car. Let's say, even in this scenario, he doesn't really want to marry her. He's not ready for no commitment. So he's basically almost just paying just her way through life. Would you be cool with that? Would you tell her, I don't know, man. Would you say, good job, daughter?
You don't want no man doing all that for you. That's how they control you.
That's what you would say.
The daughter get, good job, son, you got your winner. She'll get, listen, don't let no man do that for you, because that's how they control you. With a sincere face.
Hey, man, here's another thing I thought
There's hypocrisy in the world.
You know what shacking is, right?
Yes, when you live with a woman and you're not married.
I think it's more to it than that, because I think it's way more to it than that.
Well, for me, that's all it means, when you live with a woman and you're not married.
No,
when you share the same bed.
Well, you could live with
you use the same.
You can live with your mother. That ain't called shacking. That's a woman and you're not married.
Go ahead and break this deep. I want to hear this.
I'm not, man. I'm not gonna break it down.
Because I want to hear this. Write this check so people like, get it now. What shacking is? We can take them comments.
I think shacking is pretty much as if you're pretty much doing everything that married people do, except you ain't married. Could I just say it like that?
What a way to say it. Huh?
You're doing everything that married people do, but you're just not married. You're literally doing everything they do.
Hey, man, I think this right here replaced. Let them know him about Jesus. They just gonna go, good job, son.
Would you rather?
You got your winner.
Would you rather them shack under your roof or shack knowing they shacking, but somewhere else?
Somewhere else. They're gonna have to go. Let that be somebody else's problem.
You know how? The only reason I said, because you ever heard the saying, it's almost like with drinking and drugs. They be like, yeah, I'd rather them do it under my supervision and go off and do it somewhere else. Nah,
man. Now that's that drug dealer talk. If they client is their mama.
Oh,
that's what that's. No way. Shacking. If you want to go, you can do that in somebody else's house.
What if they do it when you ain't home, so they feel like it's more respectful?
I don't know. That is almost most outlandish. Mama, you got to carry yet? That's how that's. Oh man, it's been a lot of good one-liners on this one. Woo, man, I don't think I've ever laughed this hard. Mama. Hey, the only thing would make it sound good if I was outside and you heard me in here. Mama.
Hey, here's a scenario though, man. It's kind of on the same lines.
Yeah.
They ain't shacking, man. Your child stays with you. They're grown though, but they go on trips with someone they is in a sexual relationship with.
That's her business.
That's her business.
What they do outside of their house is their business.
Just as long as it's not in your house.
Yeah, it's a lack. Well, the way I was raised is a lack of respect.
I got you, man.
All I can, I just keep, mama. Good job, son.
Hey, one more scenario, man.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of kids who get pregnant. So imagine this. Your son gets a girl pregnant. They have a baby.
How old is he?
Your son, man.
The good thing about it, if he's a teenager and he gets somebody pregnant, you can punch him in the face.
Like chastiser?
Yeah, they can punch him in the face.
Is that a law? Is this really like a law?
It ain't no law. But see, you can't do nothing to the girl. Oh no, you gotta just take that L. But the boy, he gotta get these hands. Pat, pat, pat. You wanna make babies? Pat, pat, pat.
Cool. I'd rather change it to the daughter now that you said that. Your daughter gets pregnant, man. In just a scenario, she gets pregnant, right?
Yeah.
And she doesn't work. And she doesn't plan on working. And she wants to use the system. Can she still stay with you?
No.
Could you see yourself kicking her out and your grandbaby?
Yes, not the grandbaby. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because what if she say, if I'm going, the grandbaby's going, and you'll never see this grandbaby?
I don't care. Ain't nobody giving birth to the baby. What you mean? Like you just, you just said.
But you got to be thinking, like, man, because a lot of grandparents be like, man, I want this grandbaby to have a good life.
I know.
I don't know what she gonna do. She's foolish. I can't not trust this. I wonder, could you go to court and get custody of that child?
Let me say this.
Without your daughter.
I mean, you could. People do it all the time. You ever watch Ayana Fix Your Life? Oh, they done had some messed up. One lady, the lady kept having babies, and she just kept taking the court getting custody. That is all the chain. Let me tell you something, man. The thing about it, a woman, it's tough raising a child by yourself, but in a lot of ways, at least when I lived in Georgia, I knew a lot of people that were able to get assistance to get a home and place for them and their child. Where it gets difficult at, if you have to have someone watch your child, or you can't afford that daycare. Daycare way more expensive than it was in the early 2000s.
Yeah, I hear about that, man. People said daycare is pretty much another mortgage.
Listen, I can almost understand why people quit their job and become stay-at-home parents. Yo, man, they are paying a lot of money.
Yeah, them daycares is making some dough, man.
We can have they make a lot of money. And then anything go wrong, they call you. You gotta leave your job.
Yeah, man.
That's the way it works.
Because they don't want any sick babies at no daycare, passing flus and everything else. Yeah.
So everything is covered. All you gotta do,
like even when your child is not in daycare, you still paying that same fee. Like if your child is sick, and they're missing it, you still got to pay that fee.
I think there
should be a discount or something, man. There should be a discount.
And then the thing about it, you can.
No wonder why people love grandparents. Because they babysit for free, man, or you just give them a couple of dollars here and there.
Hey, the truth is, I remember at one time, bro, back in the day when my grandmother, when she was living, like when I was growing up, at one time, I think me, my dad, my aunt, my cousin, and I think it was me, my dad, my aunt, my cousin, I think maybe another cousin, and my grandma. That's how it was back in the day, though. But now, man, shoot.
I thought you were going to do it one more time, man.
Dang, man. And then my grandma, my grandma was the plug out here in these streets, man, because she watched.
Hey, man, you got to watch that word, too.
The plug?
Yeah, man.
The plug mean you to connect.
Yeah, right? Man, but usually it's go on, man. Continue.
Well, I'm just talking about, I just like the word plug.
Okay, go right ahead, man. She was the plug. I hear you.
The plug out here in these streets. But she looked out for cousins and stuff, man. Grandchildren. Man, I'm talking about, like, that's some stuff. If your grandparents babysitting and you ain't got to pay that daycare fee, you better be really thankful, man.
Of course.
Man, this is like, I don't know what we're gonna call this episode.
Don't either.
I had an idea,
But it's been real. It's been fun.
it's been fun. It's been real.
First, you were saying the smoochers. What'd you say? Get out my house.
Freeloaders.
Oh, the freeloaders.
Yeah, let's call it the freeloaders.
Yeah, freeloaders.
The freeloaders. Hey, again, follow Fans of the Culture on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, home of the culture section, man. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Leave us a comment in the comment section, good or bad. We take the feedback, and we just going up from here. God bless you. God keep you. I am Quartet.
And I am Tyler, the greatest me.
Peace.
Peace.